Hi Libra, this is Tara and welcome to your November 2015 Psychic Tarot forecast. Thank you so much for joining me this month. I'm really excited. I'm going to pull an additional card for you, and this is from Stephen Farmer's Earth Magic cards. I don't know if any of you all have seen them, but they're wonderful because they have all of the earth elements and the messages that go along with those to you. And I empathically pulled a card before I started the reading, and I'm going to show you that in a minute, but I also want to let you know what I'm doing new and different that is really turning out beneficial for people. If you are busy and you would still like a reading, but it's, I do phone, I do Skype, I am now also providing videos. So if you have like 3 questions and you want a 15-minute video for me to answer those, or you just want me to lay out a lot of different cards and to get a general reading, tell you a general reading, I do 15 minutes and 30 minutes, and 30 minutes would also either be a general reading and or 6 questions. I'll give you both, and I tend to go over time anyway, so but the prices are on my website, or you can email me themagicalmatrix@gmail.com. Most people for readings these days are just emailing me and telling me what they want, and I am more than happy to work with your schedule rather, and do whichever one of those ways of a reading that works for you. Okay, so just to let you know that, go to my website and or my email and email me and let me know what you want to do. All right, my friends, so on with the reading, Libra. The card that I have pulled from Stephen Farmer's Earth Magic is the full moon card. Okay, and so the full moon, this is about completion. And I thought about looking up the date for the full moon. I'm going to let you all do that because I don't want to get crossed up in this reading about when it is, because for me, the cards that I'm pulling, the Earth Magic cards, are sort of like an overlay for the entire month of November. So this is where you're coming from. It's a completion. So I want to read a little bit to you about what the author and the artist felt when they came up with these cards, and this one for you. The full moon completion. Every 29 and a half days, Grandmother Moon shines bright and full in the sky, illuminating the landscape with her muted brilliance, casting a delicate canopy over the sky and the physical features of Earth. Having gradually etched her way over the last 2 weeks to fullness, she now stands like a guiding beam and beacon in the night. She has completed this round of her perpetual and periodic monthly journey and will now start her slow but steady retreat into the shadow. So what it talks about now, it says, you can now take pleasure in knowing that whatever you have been working towards has now reached its culmination. It may have been a relatively brief cycle or a much more extensive one, yet regardless of the length of time, you have arrived at the stage of completion. Don't you love it? Let yourself feel the contentment and satisfaction of this accomplishment. And it is very adamant about this part, so listen. It is like when you take a deep breath and reach the point where your lungs are pleasantly full and your body is ready to release the breath. It is important to not only enjoy this completion, but also to let go and allow yourself to relax afterwards, just like exhaling slowly and consciously. People are much too eager to rush to the next item on their agenda without giving proper time and space to appreciating and honoring the natural cycle of release that follows a point of resolution. Give yourself that time to relax and rest before tackling Spirit's next assignment. Wow, Libra. Okay, so that feels to me like that's an overview for the month for you. And so some of the assignments that you've been working on are really coming to a full completion. To me, that is not only completion, but actually beginning, because when you complete, you begin too. So there's some new things coming up. Okay, so now, with that being said, this card wants to come out. I'm pulling from John Holland's Psychic Tarot deck, the 4 cards as I normally do, and this one too. Okay, so with you all, they're active. Okay, all right. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. But with Libras this month, they are active. So let me turn over the first card. And this is the solar plex card. Okay. And I don't know if this has come up for you guys or not before, but we're going to make a story. This is the full moon. This is your completing. So this is about owning your inner power, owning your inner guidance, feeling good about where you are now, feeling good about that you have, you can take that deep breath, you can exhale, you can start to feel relaxed. And when you feel relaxed, there's a certain power we have, right? It's a spiritual power, but it's a power of resolution. I feel that for you guys. I feel like a lot of you have you've been communicating your ideas, your thoughts, your projects, your in a relationship. You've wanted to explain, you've wanted to self-express, you've wanted to create. And so you're gaining your power in this. I love this coming right after the completion. And now you're gaining power. You're gaining your solar power. That is very cool. Okay, so the next card, let me turn it over. Wow. Okay, so this this is fun. This is a major arcana card. This is triumph and success. And this card talks about, this card does talk about some battles that maybe you've been through. Take a look at this one. By the way, this is the Chariot card in traditional tarot. So the Chariot card, I love this for you guys. You're really starting to gain your momentum. You're starting to feel like yourselves. You know what? You're starting to feel better than some of you. This is a general reading, of course. If you want a specific reading towards you, email me or text me or my website. But I feel like some of you are going to start feeling better than you have in a long time, or better than you ever have. You have really stepped up to the plate. You have really said, you know what, I am who I am. I kind of feel like I said this last month as well, but I guess you're gaining momentum on this. You are giving your opinions in a very prominent way is what I'm hearing. A prominent way, so it's not bossy or brassy, but it's coming from a place of like people are listening, like, wow, that Libra, wow, listen to that girl or listen to that boy. I don't want to say girlfriend or boyfriend, meaning that, hey girlfriend, you've got your power back. You have your power back. Awesome. Okay, so you're in your chariot, you're on your horse, and you are riding, and your hair's flying, and hold on tight because there are some new things coming up for you guys. And when I look at this card, what's getting my attention is the yellow, and it's like you're riding not towards the sunset, you're riding into a new adventure. You don't really know how all this is going to turn out, but it feels pretty good. Parts of it feel pretty good, and that would be my suggestion, is to not worry too much about how it's going to turn out. The hows are what trip us up. Just set your intentions for how you want it to look, but not, how is this going? I don't know how this is going to happen. Just set your intentions. And if any of you want to a reading with me on that, I love to do that. Is to set intentions, set goals, and visualize them. Okay, so the next card of your 4-card spread, this is a physical card. This is movements, choices, and decisions. This is the number 5. So, with all of your power and all of you getting ready to ride on this ride, you are going to be making some changes. There are going to be some changes. We always have that. If we were in this life in smooth sailing, then it'd be, I guess, easy, but it wouldn't be very adventurous. So this is about changing your relationships. I feel like some of you, there's going to be some relationship changes, some of you some financial changes. Some purchases need to be bought. Let's see what else is coming up for you. This is the number 5. So if any of you have the birth path of 5, of course we know that sudden changes, that's freedom, may want your freedom so much that it may cost you in financially and physically. It may physically moving is what I'm saying. Maybe some of you are moving out of a relationship, or you just decided that, hey, you know what, I'll stay in this relationship, but things are going to be the way I want them to be. You know, I look at these straight on and intuitively go into it. But there are definitely going to be some decisions that you're going to need to make. When I look at this card, I'm seeing this ring with the line going through it. And that's sort of a turquoise color. So, you know, like you're like, okay, Libras do that. This side of the fence or that side of the fence. But I feel like you're going to be given chances to make that firm decision in a knowledgeable and an analytical way. I don't think you're going to just, oh, well, I think I'll go this way because they want me to do it. I think it's going to come from the heart space and also come from the right brain intuition. So if any of you are in a relationship and that relationship feels like it's been on the fence, I feel like you can stay in it, but say what you want, say what you need, own that power, okay? And it also feels like, to me, there's maybe some financial changes. You know what I feel like it is, again, about spending. I feel like you're going to be making money. I feel like you're going to need to spend some money on expenses, things that come up, car repair, whatever it is. So if you know that ahead of time, then you don't, you know, you're not too lavish. It is towards Thanksgiving too. You might be flying, you might be seeing relatives or family, you know, or friends, that sort of thing. Okay, so your fourth card of this 4-card spread, and I absolutely love this card. This is one of my favorite. It's a spirit card, and the spirit cards have to do with our spiritual aspiration, our inspirations, our aspirations. This is the number 6, and 6 in numerology. You know, when I talk to my clients and I talk to someone who has a birth path of 6, because I'm a numerologist, of course, is, you know, take as much care of yourself as you do other people, because 6s will give, give, give. Even if you're born on the 6th, or if your life path, all the numbers added together are 6. So leave some comments if you're either of those, and I will comment on them myself. Because I'm always saying, do something for you. You know, don't be always the caretaker, the caregiver, okay? Not the caretaker, the caregiver. So this is a really great card. This is like, you know, you're tooting your horn, you're feeling your financial and your spiritual success. And I'm feeling, because you're feeling financial success, it's really feeding your spirit. You know, this is what you guys are all a big, you know, everyone really. But I'm feeling this about Libras because you have been so much having to own your power. You have been so much of becoming your own leader, that it has really taken a lot of what now, what happened, and just kind of just keep going, sludging through, and now you're almost like you're moonwalking. You're stepping lightly. Things are becoming lighter for you, especially this month and some last month too. So as I look at this, I see him blowing his horn into the heavens, and the clouds are parting, and atta girl kind of thing, atta boy kind of thing. When I see this, I'm seeing his belt. So you feel strapped in for this ride. So you feel like, you know, you really don't have to do that too much. You don't have to prove yourself as much. I'm feeling like towards the end of this month, and this could be around Thanksgiving, don't feel like you need to prove what you're doing. You're just being. You're being your own leader. You're being your own self. And people appreciate Libras. They love the beauty in you. They love the balance in you. They love the way that you are naturally there, that you listen, that you hear them. So I would say, you know, really have an awesome month, Libra. These are some pretty great cards to come up, starting with completion, and then owning your inner power. The Chariot card, wow, that's amazing. some changes are going to come about, but that's okay because you are up for them. You've seen so many changes that, one more, two more, it's okay. It's fine. It feels like some expenses. And then victory and success. All right, Libra. I'm very, very happy for you. Have an awesome month. Like I said, if you want a reading, you know how to get in touch with me. Look down below my email address and or website. And I so wish you a happy Thanksgiving. Have a wonderful month, and I will see you soon.